Hey everyone, before we dive in, please hit that subscribe button to join my channel for more powerful stories like this one. They labeled it an investment, but it wasn't for me. It was for my sister. The college savings they swore would be mine since I was little vanished, spent on Gabriella, the prodigy, the favored one, the safer choice. I was 17 when my dad dropped the bombshell. Veronica, you'll get it. She's the better investment. Better than me, better than my dreams. So I worked late nights. I fought tooth and nail for scholarships. Debt became my shadow, heavy as a second backbone. 10 years later, when their bills piled up, not mine, theirs, they reached out again, this time pleading for help. I gave them Gabriella's number. She was crashing in their basement. I'm Veronica, and this is how I learned that blood doesn't always equal family. They expected me to cave. Instead, I severed the ties. Part 2, The Truth in the Living Room. As a kid, I swallowed every promise. Every holiday card proclaiming, for your future. Every grin from Dad as he tucked spare cash into a jar. Veronica, you'll thank us one day, he'd say. So I didn't ask for trips or fancy gadgets. I told myself it was worth it. College would be there, fully paid for. At 17, I laid out brochures on the kitchen table. Northwestern, Wisconsin, even Stanford. I thought we'd dream together. But Dad's face went still. His pause was brief but sharp enough to gut me. We'll talk soon, he said. Soon was the living room, curtains shut, voices hushed. Mom cleared her throat. Veronica, the fun's gone. I blinked, expecting a twist, a scam, anything but the truth. But no. They'd poured it into Gabriella. Robotics camps, private tutors, elite programs that couldn't wait. Dad's tone was almost proud. It was the smarter investment. You'll figure it out with loans. Those words didn't just hurt. They sliced, branding me worthless in my own home. My friends were snapping campus tour photos with proud parents. I was buried in scholarship applications, feeling like a stock they'd sold short. When I faced Gabriella, she didn't blink. Not my fault you're not as smart, she said with a shrug. A 16-year-old, certain she deserved it all. Her words stuck deeper than any loan. Not my fault, not my future. I worked double shifts at the diner, studied past midnight, walked home late under glowing porch lights of homes where daughters were cherished. I realized my family hadn't saved for my future. They'd built a prison. They thought I'd beg. Instead, I learned to thrive without them. Part 3. Surviving college alone. College wasn't freedom at first. It was a survival course. I juggled jobs like others juggled classes. Library aide by day, server at night, construction work in summers. My hands calloused, my feet throbbed, but my grades stayed razor sharp because failure wasn't an option. Loans patched the holes my parents left. I signed promissory notes with shaking hands, knowing debt would trail me for years. Still, I pressed on one shift, one paycheck, one test at a time. Meanwhile, Gabriella lived the life I'd been promised. Private dorms, tutors on speed dial, majors switch like outfits. Mom's calls buzzed with her updates. Your sister's back in robotics. She might study abroad. She just needs a bit more help. Help? That word tasted like ash. All I got were overdraft notices and pep talks about self-reliance. I stopped going home, stopped waiting for their pride. On birthdays, I bought myself dollar store cupcakes and whispered, "Happy birthday, Veronica." Loneliness was my constant, studying in libraries at 2 a.m. among strangers, wondering what it felt like to have someone in my corner. But silence always answered. By junior year, I found my stride. I landed an internship at a downtown finance firm, its marble lobby and sharp-suited executives making me feel small but determined. I carried years of hustle inside me. They saw it. One manager said, "You spot opportunities others overlook." That sparked something in me. For once, recognition felt deserved, not like a handout. Graduation was quiet, no family, no banners, just me with a budget bouquet I'd bought myself. No one cheered my name, but I smiled anyway. Silence couldn't erase what I'd built. Gossip brought Gabriella's updates. Another major change, another loan, still figuring it out. I wanted to feel sorry for her, but clarity hit instead. We both had chances. I turned mine into something solid. After graduation, I moved to the city, a cramped apartment with chipped paint, but mine. I worked 80-hour weeks at the firm, mastering real estate finance, saving, planning, refusing to break. Every lonely night, every solo dinner at my desk proved I could stand alone. They thought debt would crush me. It forged me instead. Part 4. Parents come crawling back. It was a Thursday evening when my phone lit up with Dad's name. I nearly ignored it. We'd barely spoken beyond empty small talk in years. But curiosity, maybe something darker, made me answer. "Hi, Veronica," he said, voice strained. "It's been a while. How's life?" His chit-chat felt forced, and my gut sank. This wasn't a call, it was a trap. After awkward pleasantries, he cracked. "Your mom's medical bills are stacking up. The mortgage is behind. We could use your help." The silence was razor sharp. I gripped the phone. "Help? How?" "Just a little support until we're steady," he said, voice breaking. Mine didn't. "Have you asked Gabriella?" A long sigh. "She's not in a place to help." "Meaning what?" He hesitated, then admitted she's been living in our basement. Things didn't pan out after college. I froze. The girl who got every tutor, every dollar, every chance was back under their roof. While I'd fought for independence, she'd slid into reliance. "Let me get this clear," I said slowly. "You gave her my college fund, carried her through school, and now you want me to fix your mess?" "Veronica, this isn't about that," he snapped. "This is family." "Family?" I nearly laughed. When I was drowning in loans, they tossed me stones. When I needed them, they gave me silence. Now their golden child had fallen, and I was their lifeline. I couldn't sleep that night, replaying his plea as if the past didn't exist. Every ignored birthday, every skipped milestone, every better investment lecture roared back. The next morning, I called Gabriella. Her tone was sharp, defensive. "What do you want, Veronica?" "Dad says you're living there, that you can't help. What's going on?" She sighed. "Things didn't work out. I'm figuring it out." "Figuring it out?" "It's been years. They're sinking, and you're in their basement." Her voice turned bitter. "Oh, so you're the perfect daughter now, Miss Independent? Save it." My grip tightened. "They gave you everything, my share, my future, and you still blew it." "I don't need your lecture," she snapped. "No," I said softly, "but you need to grow up. I'm not bailing you out. Not this time." The golden child had crashed, and for once, I wasn't in her shadow. Part 5. The confrontation they never expected. The calls kept coming. Mom texted. Dad left voicemails. Even Gabriella tried. "Family forgives," Dad said once. "You don't want to destroy this bond." Bond? That word burned. When had they ever forged one with me? During the birthdays they forgot? The graduations they missed? The nights I cried over loan notices? No. They'd built a pedestal for Gabriella, and I was supposed to worship at it. So when the phone rang again, I answered, not with warmth, but with steel. "Veronica," Mom's voice trembled. "Please, we're desperate." "I bet," I said quietly. "You always thought I'd manage." "I did. And now you think I'll manage your mistakes, too. That's not fair." "Fair?" My laugh cut like a blade. Fair was watching Gabriella get tutors, cars, programs, while I got excuses. Fair was slinging plates at the diner while you said debt builds character. Mom sobbed softly. "Sweetheart, we love you both." "Love shows up," I snapped. "It cheers. It doesn't disappear until the golden child needs saving." Silence stretched. Then Gabriella's voice broke in, small and whiny. "Veronica, please. I just need time. I'll figure it out if you help now." My breath was slow, deliberate. "You built your own cage, Gabriella." I shattered mine. "And you want me to climb back in?" "No." Her voice cracked. "You don't get it." "No, I get it," I said. "You had every chance, every dollar, every bit of their faith, and you threw it away. I had nothing but my own fight, and I built a life." Dad jumped in, voice hard. "Veronica, we're your parents. We deserve respect." "Respect?" Like a gavel, the word struck, as if blood erased betrayal. I saw it all. Empty seats at my graduation, secondhand laptops wrapped as gifts, their laughter at Gabriella's parties, while I counted tips in the dark. My voice turned ice. You taught me respect is earned. You never earned mine. The call ended in chaos, shouting, pleading, tears. But not mine. I set the phone down, and the silence felt different. No pain, no guilt, no tears. Just release, like chains dropping. For the first time, I wasn't begging, explaining, or trying to prove my worth. I was enough. They thought I'd save them. Instead, I closed the door and held my freedom. Part 6. Freedom, Chosen Family, and Closure. After that call, my phone stayed silent. For once, the quiet didn't sting, it soothed. I threw myself into work, sealing deals others deemed impossible, building wealth from discipline, not handouts. But more than money, I built something deeper. A circle of friends who cheered my victories, brought cake for my birthdays, made me feel seen. Chosen family, the kind that shows up without strings. One night, on my balcony with city lights sparkling below, I thought of that 17-year-old girl poring over brochures, hope in her heart. She thought her future was stolen, but really, she'd been handed a fire that forged her into steel. My parents still send brief emails, small talk about the weather, updates on Gabriella finding her way. I scan them but don't rush to reply. Closure isn't always a reunion. Sometimes it's choosing peace over performance. Do I feel guilty? No. I feel free. Free from chasing their approval. Free from debts I didn't owe. Free to choose who sits at my table. Here's what I carry now. Family isn't just blood. It's consistency, respect, presence. If you've ever been overlooked, told you weren't worth the investment, know this. Your value isn't defined by their choices. Your strength isn't limited by their neglect. You can build. You can rise. You can choose yourself. They thought I'd collapse without them, but I built a life they'll never claim. Have you faced something like this? Whether you're sipping morning coffee or reflecting late at night, share your story in the comments. If this resonated, give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more raw, real stories of family betrayal.